Howdy folks, it's Tall Turtle here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we're in Abu Dhabi because the final Formula 1 race of the 2023 season has just completed. A sunset race in Abu Dhabi, Yas Marina circuit. Starts sunset, finishes at night, 5 p.m. local time or something it was. Those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, we spent the year following Formula 1, IFR flights from location to location, VFR flights of the circuits and tracks after the races. I can talk about a little bit. And this is our final one. But just because it's the final 2023 Formula 1 race of the season, there's plenty more to come on the Flight Sim channel. Make sure you subscribe with notifications turned on and hit the like button because I am pre-recorded through the first week of January. I am totally serious. I have videos scheduled to release through the first week of January. And how is that possible? Because my wife and my kids found this TV show that they've been enjoying watching and I can't stand it. So instead of watching the TV show with them, I've been doing Flight Sim, because for me it's family first, unless you're watching the TV show I can't stand, and then piano, which I can't play when they're watching the TV show that I can't stand. So Flight Sim is third. So I've been having a lot of flying time, tons of bush trips, a few flights on my own, a few subscriber requests coming up, and deep diving into the big radials plane again. I'm learning how to fly those, and by the time it gets to January they'll be recorded, and some other stuff that I totally spaced out on what I was going to say. But anyway, so plenty more to come, guaranteed at least through the first week of January. And there you go. So make sure you're subscribed. But today is all about the Yas Marina circuit, Formula 1. Let's get this started up here, just because we don't need to waste a bunch of time. Sometimes that's in, sometimes it's out. A bunch of time talking about the same things over and over. So, those of you who are new here, welcome. What? Oh, whoops, I didn't turn my yoke on. I was going to say, what the heck? That was different. There we go. There we go. Whoa, parking brake's not set. I'm not using my checklist today. I really should. I don't know why I'm not using my checklist, but whatever. These lights are so bright all the time. Anywho, so we're going to fly over to the track, which is, well, let me show you, I guess. Can I show you from here? Sun is setting there. So the track is like right there. Yeah, there's Ferrari World, I think. And there's the track. So it's that close. That's simple. The longest part is just going to be taxiing out of here. So let's get, whoops, let's get, let's get this going here. Let's get ATC on the line so we can get our taxi right away. Ground, or just directed clearance, I guess. Is that how that's going to work in this one? We have way more options than we normally do. Ground. Yeah, there we go. We want to go north.
Abu Dhabi ground Turtle Soup Tango, Tango Tango 41 with Echo request taxi for takeoff north departure.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taxi to and hold short of runway tree 1 left using taxiway Charlie. Contact tower on 119.2 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway tree 1 left using taxiway Charlie, Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Alrighty, so the circuit is this island here. They made it into an island. It didn't always be an island. This is the boat slip where you see all the boats on TV. And then we'll talk about more detail once we're there. So let's go to taxi view. First set of flaps down. Taxi lights already on. Which way is it having us go? That way. So let's just go that way right away. Just for interest of time, I guess. Because some of these videos are really short. Like 10-15 minutes. Some of them are an hour. Just depends. This is going to be a really short one. Just because that's how it's going to work out. So, world weather's turned on, but is world weather turned on? Maybe it's off. I can't remember. I was doing some other flying last night, just testing some settings and things, and I can't remember what was going on. But anyway, other videos coming up by the time we get to January. 500 hours. 500 hours in the sim, which we all know I got more than that. And I'll explain why I actually have more than that when that video goes live. And then I'm going to get on to 1,000 hours. I'm trying to think of a series to see if I can hit 1,000 hours before Flight Sim 2024 drops. That doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to move over to Flight Sim 2024, but whatever. The only achievement I have left then will be the 1,000 hours in this one. Otherwise, let's talk about the race and stuff a little bit, because this is a long taxi and flying over there's going to take less than 15 seconds. The race itself, not to give any spoilers, but it was okay-ish. It got kind of exciting towards the end. Otherwise, it wasn't that exciting. This whole season has been pretty boring, to be honest. However, if you're really into the midfield and really into the technology and stuff, that's where any excitement is going to come from. Vegas, of course, was super exciting all around, but only because it was unfavorable conditions for the cars. But other than that, it was exciting. So this race, Abu Dhabi, Yas Marina, it was okay. It's just the Formula 1 cars are getting so big, and they're meant for like straight line and fast corners that it's just, I don't know. There's some people trying to do the old school way, passing the corners and things, and it may or may not have gone well. I won't spoil that. Whoops, that's my thumb throttle clicking away back on my yoke. Otherwise, it was mainly just about wrapping up the Drivers' Championship order and the Constructors' Championship order, because Drivers' Championship 1, 2, and 3 were decided already with Verstappen, Checo, and Hamilton. That was decided, and then 4th and down was decided today, and like 4th through 10th or something was just all up in there. No one knew anything. Same with constructors. Red Bull was decided, but the other ones were not decided until today. And they would have this live thing on the screen like Mercedes and Ferrari, but then go back and forth depending where they were, like as they're racing. If they changed position, obviously it would change that. So that was kind of interesting. Some of the things were confusing to me, like how drivers scored so high in the championship, but they've been doing so poorly. But that's because they started out really well, and then it came worse as the season went on. And some people who started poorly did really well in the end, so they were moved up. So that was the whole reason for the race today, basically. But otherwise, it was a pretty boring race. So I'm kind of glad this is my last video in the Formula 1 Flight Sim mashup series, because getting the timing down, like make sure I fly to get the video out and then flying to the next place in time with my real life schedule and all the craziness I deal with in real life that no one knows about on YouTube. It was a lot of stress, to be honest, to get this series done, especially when I open heart surgery 3/4 of the way through the season. It just happened to be like fall break or whatever, so it worked out. But it was really stressful to do this series, so I'm glad I'm done. But it brought in a ton of subscribers and a ton of viewers, so that's cool, I guess. I'm not in YouTube for the numbers, but the numbers do help. They are inspiring, and then other people notice and other people get to enjoy them. And I fly for everybody, not just myself. So that was kind of cool. I don't know what I can do next to bring in more numbers, but it was very interesting to see my channel grow a lot. Well, I mean, I don't even have like 3,000 subs yet, but you know what I mean? Like, given the numbers I started with and how long I've been doing this mashup brought in a lot of people. That was kind of cool. Otherwise, yeah, we're just going to fly over and look at the track. A few things to talk about. I mean, the track isn't, the pit lane's kind of cool. There's a hill that I'm curious to see if it'll show up when we get there. Ferrari World is there. That's kind of cool. We'll check that out. I learned a few things about that during the race. But the race itself was so boring that the announcers just kept talking about other things. And I could imagine the producers trying to draw them back in. Like, one of the guys, the Scottish guy, his name is DC. He ended up talking about his own races a lot back when he was a racer, because it was so boring today. Especially when he got into a squabble with Alonso back when he used to race with Alonso Fernando. That was kind of funny. And there's something else they just started talking about other stuff. And my wife was like, they're not even talking about racing. I'm like, I know, because there's not much to say. So that's kind of funny. But anyway, I think we should be pretty close. I could probably just stop here. I think if I stop here, it will let me still request takeoff, even though it's midfield. I really hope so, because that would be nice. So again, I don't have a checklist, but I should be able to figure out what I want to do. There we go. It's going to let me do it, I think. So we need to come up here far enough, tune the tower, and then once we stop, we'll get our option. Wait a second. There we go. Clearance from tower.
Tower Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 4-1, ready at runway, tree, 1 left, north departure.
Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 4-1 altimeter, 29.9er, 2 in com departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff runway, tree 1 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway, tree 1 left, Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 4-1.
Alrighty, let's get going. I don't even know where the runway is. Must be right there. Okay, cool. Oh, we're on a high-speed exit, so we'll do high-speed takeoff. Whoa, from the inside, please. Much easier to fly from the inside. Alrighty, I started the timer and did all the lights and did everything, and we're just going to come back here to land. We're not going to go. I mean, there are other airports in the area, but not terribly worried about it. Alright, it's trimmed for takeoff. So we're just going to fly to the north, which is, whoops, what is that? Oh, wrong thing. Meant B for barometer. So we fly to the north, north-ish. So we're just going to, actually no we're not. We're going to literally go straight. Yeah, there's Ferrari World there, at least how it's represented in the sim. The track is literally right there. We're going to fly there, take out the drone.
Tango, 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 4-1, continue for north departure.
Tower Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 4-1, continue for north departure.
And then we'll look around, we'll take a selfie, and then that'll be, well then we'll come back and land, and then that'll be the video. Look at that. The runway is longer than, how long is it going to take to fly there? That's funny. Of course, Dubai is over there. I was thinking about flying to Dubai, but we have flown from Dubai to Abu Dhabi so many times for various things. Daytime, nighttime, sunsets. We don't need to do that again. We're just going to come out here. So there's the slip where the boats park. So when you see all the boats, like I said, on TV, that's where they are. And then Ferrari World, which I found out you can take a tour where you walk on the roof because it's actually domed. You can't tell on here, but it's actually a domed roof. So you can take a tour there. I found that out from watching free practice the other day. Look at that sun glare because the sun is actually over here. There's the highway. So anyway, trim down a little bit. We're almost there. And then we'll check out the circuit, which in Forza I do very poorly in. Speaking of Forza, I actually haven't played the new Forza since I did my video. Mainly I have my flights and stuff set up, but it only takes 45 seconds to change the steering wheel. But I don't know, I love racing games, like the idea, but I'm so bad at them. Probably because I've done performance racing in real life, and the sim is just so much more difficult than real life to me. But anyway, enough yip-yapping about non-flight sim. Let's do active pause, take out the drone, and speed up the drone. Drone speed, there we go. And now, we can check out the circuit. So there you go, there's the boat slip, which actually looks like a boat slip. A couple boats underwater. So here you go, where's the, whoops. Where's the start-finish line anyway? Okay, so here's the weird, where's the weird thing? Why am I not getting my orientation correct? Have I lost my mind? Well, there you go. Okay, so the way this works, this is kind of interesting. Yeah, there you go, you see the things. So pit lane is here. Then you go underneath through a tunnel. You come out here, and then you go really fast until you join them at this line here. Like, is it that line? Maybe it's up here. It's supposed to be that line. But anyway, that's where the pit is. It's a really long thing, but you can speed up here, or back here even, and then you just gain speed through the tunnel. So that's kind of neat. So that's where you start, and then you zip-zap around, doop-a-doop-a-doo. Of course, all the other options for MotoGP and all that stuff. Come around, hairpin, first DRS, do-to-do-to-do-to-do, the zigzag, second DRS, do-to-do-to-do-to-do, zigzag, then come back around, and then you go under the hotel, which is really cool, both in Forza and in real life, and then you come back around, zip-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo, bam, 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 you're done, 5.8 kilometers, whatever there's the miles, I forgot. But there you go, that is your circuit. Let me take a selfie. And what else can I say about it? I mean, I already talked about the race. I already talked about the season, Formula 1 season. I talked about this flight series season. I talked about everything before we even got here. But there's a crazy hill right here. So before you go, actually, well, the pit lane is actually on this side, I guess. Not this side, but this side. Before you come down here, there's a really crazy hill that lets you down into the tunnel to get under the track. So that's kind of cool. Otherwise, it's pretty flat. It looks cool. It's a multi-billion-dollar track when they built it, so it looks cool. But hard to overtake. So you got the DRS stuff, which I know the purpose of DRS, and I know it's here to stay, but it's kind of annoying too, because you have somebody battle, get to her DRS, and while the person behind them is less than 1 second away, so they pass them. And then they battle, and then you pass them back to the next DRS. So it's all about who has the penultimate DRS to decide like who's going to finish ahead, right? So it's kind of annoying. But whatever, if they didn't have DRS, then sometimes there'd never be passing, especially a track like this. So that's why they have it. But it's interesting. It's an interesting track. It looks cool. I like that it's a sunset race. I know the drone is tipping. I like that it's a sunset race that turns into a night race. That's pretty cool. Well, there's a golf course next to it. But anyway, here's Ferrari World, or Ferrari Museum, or whatever they call it. I think it's Ferrari World Museum. Not sure, but that's what it looks like. Except it's domed in real life. And I don't think it's domed here. No, it's flat. But anywho, there you go. There's your race. Like I said, I did most of the talking of all the interesting things before we even flew over here. So that's it. Quickie today. Let's hop back inside, take off active pause. Let's tune in the airport and decide.
Tower Turtle Soup Tango 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 411,500 feet to land.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 Tower. Altimeter 29er decimal 9er, 2 wind calm fly, left downwind runway tree 1 left.
Fly left traffic runway, tree 1 left Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
I was going to say decide if you want to follow their instructions or if I should just land on the opposite runway. I think we'll follow their instructions. They want us to do a left traffic for 3-1 left, which will be right there, which is fine. I mean, it's going to take us longer to get back than we flew out here and looked around, but while we're doing it, let's look at our circuit, because there it is. Ooh, with some sun glare. Let's take that as maybe a selfie here. I don't know. Whoa, why are we doing that all by itself? Anywho, we're going to cut across the field, speed up a little bit, and there you go. Just playing with my lights a little. Clear shield lights, pedestal lights. I would like the panel lights, please. Panel lights, please. Why the heck won't it let me line up? We got radio, don't care. Panel is going to be the other one. There it goes. Wait, that does go the wrong way. Nope, they're up now. See, they're all lit up. Okay. Lights on this are kind of annoying, but anyway, just to waste some time getting back, I already told you what to expect on the channel. There's the sun setting. And I know what to expect because I pre-recorded everything. So again, bush trips galore. The duplicated bush trip though. There's one bush trip that is duplicated. One in this plane, the other in the glass cockpit version of this plane. I did both of those, except I did not record the glass cockpit version of this. So you only have to sit through that once in this airplane. Like I said, a few of my own flights I snuck in based on like reality TV show filming locations, which are beautiful by the way. A couple subscriber requests. So those of you who have given me a subscriber request for a flight, I finally got to them, but you might have to wait a month, but they're done. And then hitting 500 hours, there's going to be a video on that you'll see. And then trying to decide what I want to do about getting to 1,000 hours. I'm thinking, haven't done it yet, that I'm going to like just start the sim in like the Cessna, put autopilot on heading and unlimited fuel.
Tango, 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 41 wind calm, clear to land runway tree 1 left.
Clear to land runway tree 1 left Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
My yoke did that weird thing where it doesn't respawn when I kill throttle. That happened in another flight too coming up. Do I have enough room to get to the runway? I do. I should be right here. Anyway, what I'm thinking of doing for the 1,000 hours is just like putting the Cessna in the air, unlimited fuel, hitting heading bug, and just letting it go, and then just record record a snippet every 10 hours for like a minute or something, and then making a multi-part series out of it. And then before you know it, we'll hit 1,000 hours, and then that'll be a multi-part series over a couple months with normal stuff in between, obviously, and bush trips in between and everything. That's what I'm thinking about doing. I don't know if I'm really going to though, because then you have to let my sim run for like days at a time and fans running and heating up my office. I don't know. Plus, if I want to do other things, but that's one thing I'm thinking about doing. But But anyway, we talked about the race at length, and because I had your attention, I also talked about what's coming up on the channel. And they're going to tell me to exit next taxiway, and I will. Flaps coming in. But yeah, so those are my thoughts.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 exit runway when able.
And some of it I'm sticking to it because it's already been done. Oh, here's a high-speed exit. Let's just burn a U-turn on the high-speed exit. Who cares? Oh, differential braking. I figured differential braking out. You'll hear me talk about it a lot in the videos coming up, how I have to figure out differential braking. Well, I already did. It's already mapped on the keyboard.
Tango Tango 41 contact ground on 120.425.
120.425 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41. Abu Dhabi ground Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 request taxi to parking.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Charlie Delta.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Charlie Delta Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Alright, just had to get through radio communication. So differential braking is already mapped. It's the asterisk key. Well, the number asterisk key and the number pad asterisk key and number pad minus key. So just if you want to turn left sharply, you know, goose the throttle, hold the asterisk key. If you want to turn quickly, goose the throttle, hold the minus key. That's it. See, look. See that? It's already on there. So you hear me talk about that a lot. I already figured it out. Otherwise, let's see, where are they going to put us? Probably pretty far away. But what he did during the radio communication is I adjusted the lights, pitot heat, fuel pump, all that stuff. Basic, normal things. Flaps already in. And we're going to take a shortcut here. Just because it's such a long taxi. Oh, what a fabulous shortcut. I just got to get in the right position here. So let's use the brakes. And we'll goose it. And we'll do right brake. Oh, look how nice that turning is. If I had extra buttons on my yoke, I would put them on my yoke, but I don't have any extra buttons, so we have to do it on the keyboard, which is totally okay, because that was my original plan anyway. Want me to go to the right? Okay, there we go. And stop now. Fantastic. All right, set parking brake. Let's turn everything off here, and it'll be dark in a second. So I'll bring my throttles and everything. Turn the key off. And the batteries, and there we go. And they disappear like they're supposed to. There are a few flights coming up where they don't disappear, and it's weird. But anyway, that's it. Talked about the race, talked about the circuit, talked about the Formula 1 season, talked about this series, talked about what's coming next, talked about the channel, talked about myself. I did enough talking today, and I'll see you next time.